Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I hope everyone is doing well, and I just finished uploading my edited down version for the Dokkan Battle and Legends livestream, and this was here in that livestream. I did pretty much only Dokkan Battle. I apologize to all of you Legends players if you were looking for that. I'm just doing Dokkan Battle here, and so I was able to cut out nearly 22 minutes out of it, so it was great for that part. So we have the first thing that I want to get to do here is the promo code. Now the promo code is 5 or 10 dragon stones. I'll see here momentarily once I put it in myself, which I'm going to do live so you can see how it's done. And I believe it's 100 chrono crystals, so I think it is 5 dragon stones. So let's hop over to my phone at the moment. So we're gonna go here to Bandai Namco entwebstore.com/DBZ-Dokkan Battle. Should get you to this web store. You're going to have an opportunity to log into the store if you have already logged into the store and you have linked your account, your gaming account, to your Bandai Namco ID. You will be able to log in with your Bandai Namco ID. It will double check your information for your account, as in the correct ID number and stuff. So there is that. And you shouldn't have an issue logging in if you made the Bandai Namco ID account and you linked your account, your game and account into the Bandai Namco ID linking option. You would be good to go. Now the code is manga, as we saw just before, and I'm gonna put it in. And it's good to go. Okay, so we have here external purchases have been acquired. Please check the claim history by tapping menu history. So gonna go here to menu, go to history and external purchase claim history. So October 28th of 2025, 10 dragon stones, which is enormous actually. It's more than I thought. It's possible that the Legends one is going to be 200 Chrono Crystals instead. I couldn't tell you for sure. I don't play Dragon Ball Legends anymore. So with that, let's move on to the next thing. So we have here as login bonuses, we will be getting the manga cover wallpaper on the left, and the Goku is free from login bonus, and we will be able to get 5 on the first login and then 9 through missions. Then we have here, why is this? Okay, the banner that is coming for these units. Okay, the banner that are coming for these 5 units that are going to be in the banner part are Piccolo Ma Jr., Giant, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Namek Saga Final Form Frieza, and Boo Good. So we have here the leader skill. The leader skill is the same for all the units over here. I don't think Goku has a different leader skill. I'll have to check that out. Might find out later in the stream, because this video, because I intend to do that one last. So we have all allies get 2 ki, 150% to HP and 100% to stats when team includes super and extreme classes, and an additional 1 ki and 70% to stats when team includes all 5 types. This is theoretically speaking, not a free-to-play team. And this is, quite frankly, just a, collection flex, so to speak. I do intend to go into the banner 1 rotation or 2 just to collect them, not necessarily max them out at all. And I'll go into the reason for that later because of the way the format is for the banner. So each of these multis is going to be 30 dragon stones. They're saying you're guaranteed to get 3 of these units per multi, from what I understood in the stream. And on the 4th multi, from the 4th multi, you're going to be able to exchange directly on the 4th multi for whichever character you want. I would have to wait to see in-game exactly how that plays out, but it's pretty straightforward, and I wonder if the 4th multi is a free multi, meaning that it's 90 stones for a rotation. It makes it much cheaper. Okay, so then we have here the Boo Good. So he's on a boatload of categories, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 9. So he's on 18 different categories. The super attack, Angry Explosion, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to all enemies with a high chance of stunning them. And the passive skill, which activates the entrance animation when there's an Android Cell Saga or Majin Buu Saga category enemy, or an Android Cell Saga or Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team, self-excluded at the start of the character's attacking turn. So with each of these units, there will be, because Gohan is on Cell Saga. Then we have once only, permanently, 150% attack and defense, which is good. And launches an additional super attack in all allies' attack and defense of 40% for 40 turns. This is the longest once only limited time. So a guaranteed additional super attack, and all allies get 40% attack and defense for 40 turns, which is very cool. So basic effects is Ki +2 and 200% attack and defense, which is okay. This is already looking decent. 50% chance of evading enemy's attack. High chance, remember, in the passive is 50%. Recovers HP with Sweet Treats. Another unit that recovers HP with Sweet Treats, okay. When there is an enemy or an ally whose name includes Goku, Youth, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded, a high chance of performing a critical hit, 50%, and 40% damage reduction rate. So this could be on any, if it's an ally, it could be any one of them, so to speak. Interestingly enough, that is very cool, actually. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, 100% attack and defense, a great chance of an additional 150% attack, and an additional 50% chance, of 150% attack, all when attacking with 12 or more Ki. Okay? And for every attack received or evaded, 39% defense permanently. Okay, that is kind of busted. This is kind of busted. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it is technically just a TUR unit. I don't know if this is considered a Dokkan Festival or not. I don't know how this is going to work for Awakenings and stuff, if it's going to be a straight-up 120 character, or otherwise. It doesn't give me much information from here so far, so we'll have to wait until we see them in-game. Again, this is coming a little bit after the celebration starts, which is starting in 2 days on October 30th. So now we have Super Tech, Sky Piercing Rage, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth. Kind of more excited for this unit, not gonna lie. This unit is on a whopping 20 categories. The super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Okay, compared to the Boo, it's a little bit lackluster. Okay, let's see what the passive skill shows. Activates the interest animation when there is a Planet Namek Saga or Android Cell Saga category enemy, or Planet Namek Saga or Android Cell Saga category ally on the team, self-excluded, at the start of the character's attacking turn. That is going to be easy with this team because these are all built to work with each other. So, once only 150% attack and defense, changes AGL key spheres to text key spheres and all allies attack and defense of 40% for 40 turns. So, very similar to what Boo has, except Boo has quite a bit more utility there. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's greatly raising attack and defense, and that's raising attack and defense. Okay, I see what they did there. So they balanced it out that way. So basic effects are Key +2, 200% attack and defense, and a 50% chance to crit. When there is an ally whose name includes Goku, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded on the team, changes key spheres STR to Tech. So he's an orb changer. And a double orb changer. Because, yeah, you're probably running the pre-logging Goku together. And for every key sphere obtained, 10% attack and defense. If he gets 5 or more key spheres, he's got 20% damage reduction, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. If he gets 8 or more key spheres, he gets an additional 30% damage reduction and a guaranteed additional super attack. And then permanently, for every super attack performed, 35% attack and defense. And yes, this means max additional as much as you could put on the guy. It's gonna be difficult to get to just particularly this unit or any of these 5 units on the banner without going like 600 Dragonstones. It's going to be hard to get each one maxed out. Okay, and I do like this kit. I really do like this kit. I really do like this kit. Not gonna lie. Okay, now we have final form Frieza. He's Extreme Int. He has a total of 11 categories. His super attack, Death Beam, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and seals the super attack. Interesting mechanics that they're giving each of them. Activates the interest animation when there is a Saiyan Saga or Planet Namek Saga category enemy or ally on the team, self-excluded at the start of the character's attacking turn. 150% attack and defense, permanent, and once only, chance of evading enemies' attack, 40%, and all allies' attack and defense, 40% for 40 turns. They're all supporting each other. It's incredible. I mean, and it's a permanent support. So they're literally pointing out that you could plug and play these units into any team that would fulfill this condition here. Okay, so basic effect, Key +2, 200% attack and defense, and a 30% chance of evading the enemy's attack, so he's sitting at 70% right away. Then, when there is an enemy or an ally whose name includes Goku, Youth, Captain Ginyu Jr., etc. excluded, chance of evading enemy's attack, an additional 10%, and an additional 10% damage reduction. That is the first bit of damage reduction in the kit. Let's see what happens here. Before receiving an attack within the turn, performs a guaranteed crit, and has 40% additional damage reduction. This is very interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting that this is kind of convoluted. Yeah, I'm not liking the kit. Yeah, I mean, that 70% chance to evade, great. The 40%, I'm not sure. Okay, after evading an attack, launches 2 additional super attacks. And 100% attack and defense permanently. So that's going to be active once and will be active for the rest of the fight. I believe that's the case. Because we see here for every attack evaded, 26% attack and defense stacking permanently. So the second part here is stacking. The first part, the 100% attack and defense, is not stacking. His super attack is just a greatly raising attack. I mean, yeah, full on dodge. Hopefully he dodges everything and you can build this up really quickly. To be honest, this is very much like the boo for every attack received or evaded. I mean, these are good, but I'm finding that I like the boo more than the Gohan. I want the Gohan more, that's just me. And then the Frieza so far. Let's check out the Vegeta. The Vegeta is on a dozen even categories. No baker's dozen for this guy. Well, maybe in the future. Super attack Gallic Gun. Greatly raises defense for one turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack. Okay. Okay. That is defensive. Okay. He's Extreme STR. Activates the entrance animation when there's a World Tournament or Saiyan Saga category enemy or ally self-excluded at the start of the character's attacking turn. And it could be on the team. It doesn't say... I mean, technically, right? If the first three phases of a fight are going to be in this category, any of these two categories, you don't have to bring in a teammate that fits any of those categories. Okay, so permanently 150% attack and defense. So far that's been consistent with everybody so far. A chance of performing a critical hit of 40%. Okay. And all allies attack and defense of 40% for 40 turns, once only. See, he's pretty much got the crit set. Okay. Basic effects, key +2, 200% attack and defense. So far, I think everybody's got 200% attack and defense. Yeah, so far everyone's gotten 200% attack and defense. That's when it gets into the gimmick. He's got a guaranteed additional super attack. And a 30% chance of performing a critical hit. Medium chance in the passive is 30%. When there is an enemy or an ally whose name includes Goku, Youth, Ginyu, Junior, etc. excluded, guards all attacks. And when attacking with 12 or more ki, 100% attack and defense. So that's going to have to be active every turn. When receiving a super attack, once only, 40% damage reduction, and 100% attack and defense. And then whenever guard is activated, 19% attack and defense. This could be active for every attack if he's got a enemy or ally's name includes Goku on the team. Yeah. I mean, he's got that guard already, so he's pretty much going to be that offensive normal, maybe. I don't know what I'm thinking about this unit. I don't think this Vegeta is that great, to be fair. Okay. Next we have the Giant Piccolo Jr. And he is on a total of 14 categories. The super attack raises defense for 3 turns and causes supreme damage to the enemy. That's either 20 or 30%. Being extreme physical is nice. They can really use more units. Activates the entrance animation when there's a World Tournament category enemy or another World Tournament category ally on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn, or when Goku is an enemy or on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn. Standard, 150% attack and defense permanently, and damage reduction rate of 40% in all allies attack and defense of 40% for 40 turns. Basic effects, key +2 attack defense of 200%. Then an additional 20% damage reduction. I like that. So that's 60% damage reduction for 40 turns. When there is an enemy or an ally whose name includes Goku, launches a guaranteed additional super attack. Even better. And then when receiving an attack, 150% attack and defense. And that's during that turn. When facing only one enemy, attacks are effective against all types. And for every attack received, 16% attack and defense. I do believe that I read these in the wrong order, because they released it from left to right. And the kits get better from left to right, except for Gohan. I just believe that Gohan's kit is better than Frieza's objectively. But we'll have to see. Then, where is it? Here. I have to find the Goku's details. Give me one moment. Okay, now for the Goku. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A total of 15 categories for Goku. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. And this is comparable. Interesting. Let's see here. So, activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry turn, which is all allies get 40% attack and defense for 40 turns. So, yeah, this is definitely looking like a free-to-play unit more than the other units. Basic effects, key +2 launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. This being a plug-and-play support is great and all, but he doesn't have built-in straight-away attack and defense. It's kind of neutering him straight up. Very weird. Okay, when there is a World Tournament category ally on the team, 200% attack and defense and chance of evading enemies' attack of 10%. When there is another Saiyan Saga category ally on the team, attack and defense of 200% and chance of evading enemies' attack 10%. And when there is a Planet Namek Saga category ally on the team, an additional 200% attack and defense and another 10% chance to evade the enemy's attack. When there is an Android Cell Saga category ally on the team, another 200% attack and defense and 10% chance to evade the enemy's attack. And when there is a Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team, another 200% attack and defense and chance of evading enemy's attack of 10%. When there is an extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, another 30% chance to evade. So a total of 80% chance to evade if you're going in with this team. So this Goku is literally totally reliant on being on these manga unit teams. Incredibly enough. And then for every attack performed, 19% attack and defense. This, I do not like. I do not like this. Okay? Because he needs to have dodge built in here. Even though he's got 1,000 in multiplicative 200% stats. I hate to break it to people, but this is built defensively. Now, I could be saying this, and I know the video is kind of long, but I could be jumping the gun here. But if this is 1,000% attack and defense, and then for every attack performed, additionally, he gains 19% attack and defense, that's 190% attack and defense stacking. It might be better than any kind of, how should I say this? It's better than any kind of greatly raising super attack kind of thing. Technically, the amount is just bigger. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to rush through the next few things because the video is enormously long at this point. I apologize. Yeah, breaking down 6 characters does take a long time. So we have Pettan Battle coming up, and I think this is the coolest thing they've done with Pettan Battle so far. And I am really looking forward to this. Really, really looking forward to this. Hopefully I can manage to collect them all. Then we have special treasure items, which are probably going to be in this a new event related to this, and we will be able to gather all 42 of the manga volume special treasure items, and then we will be able to attempt a limited stage to get a wallpaper. That's how that's going to work. Then, last but not least, how does the max player rank cap update work? Here's how it works. Someone dug into the client, and yes, Dokkan is still counting total EXP past rank 999. The game just clamps the displayed rank at 999, and your experience... I can't see what it says there. Sorry, yeah. Experience bank has no next threshold to fill. Key points from the code. Rank is table-driven, using cumulative experience total, not a hard-coded cap. So it's still collecting REXP, and this could jumpstart... Unless they hard patch this, this could jumpstart to a much higher level than what I'm at, since I've been at 999 now for quite a while. I believe I hit 999 a little bit after I started doing YouTube, which is 9 months ago. The client's XP pipeline keeps adding to your total XP. At cap, there's simply no next row, so the UI stops progressing when your counter keeps increasing. So the counter is still there, which is very nice. What this means for a cap increase, now this is speculation because they could hard code this not to work. They could make it seem like 999 players, like each would be turned into a sort of 0 EXP starting from 1000, and the same could be going for anyone who reaches rank 999. Yeah, 9999999. Yeah. What this means, yeah, so you won't lose the EXP according to this guy, or you should jump to whatever rank your total EXP qualifies for. Now, one technical caveat with the current late game curve pushing all the way to 2000 doesn't fit comfortably in a 32-bit total EXP counter. This is a little bit above my pay grade. And yeah, so if I understand this correctly, it's 4.29 billion EXP total for rank 999. And rank 999 is 1.59 billion. And the latter ranks are about 4.35 million per level. So they'll either, one, switch total EXP to 64-bit, or flatten rebalance post 999 per rank EXP and make those steps shorter so it fits. This is coding. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but either way, it's really cool. If it is, if it isn't, I'm good with that, because this is something that they just announced. They weren't like speculating it in previous, live streams, so to speak. So this is awesome. Thank you all so much for coming to watch the video. I'm so sorry this video took so long. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.